Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Phil from Zaid Comics. I am the writer and co-creator of Magic Hop, which is live now on Indiegogo, in demand, and just one half of the two best-looking brothers in all of comics. And today we are joined by a good friend of mine, Simon Sim Pothier,
Hey everyone.
all the
Hey
way
Phil.
from Canada.
Canadian.
Yeah, and you're the artist, creator, writer of Bloodhunt, which is on Indiegogo right now, and that's what we'll be talking about. But
Yes.
you're also working on a bunch of other things. You're known in the scene to be quite the grinder on a bunch of projects all at once, which I would give mad respect to because I know it takes a lot of your time.
Yes, it does. Let's just say for the last 2 months I didn't sleep that much. Now I'm I'm catching up on some sleep for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you got your hair cut. You're actually being a part of society again.
Yeah, I left my house after 3 months. I finally did.
Jeez. Well, that's good. So, yeah,
But I'd
blood.
like to mention though that
Yeah.
Bloodhunt right now I have Adam AF that joined me as co-writer, and we have Steve Dye as the editor.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
Yep.
that's great. Great. Building, teams and the part of the scene like this. It's great, and I always talk about how it's so fertile, with everybody wanting to help out each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Like you're getting pretty good at your lettering.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. I've been practicing a lot on Magic Cop, and yeah, and it's getting me some gigs, which is pretty cool.
Like,
Uh,
like like the thing on the last pages there, the lettering you
yeah.
were doing on the Egyptian thing.
Mhm.
That was cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's really fun. I love. It's something that I enjoy doing now, and that can be a part of my project more than just the writer.
It's one of the things I tell writers that like I feel like I'm not doing nothing when I'm like learn to do lettering.
Yeah, yeah, and I implore any writer to do that because it's another step of the editing process too. You could be an
Hmm.
extra set of eyes on your own work, just spending more time with the words and stuff like that. But yeah, enough about me, Simon. Let's talk about you. When we go on the show, I like to let my audience get to know you a little bit better. How long have you been doing art and in the comics field? And how long have you been a comics fan?
Well, I've been drawing since I've been out of my mom's womb.
Yeah,
My grandma always said that even when I was 3, I was drawing on walls. So
yeah,
into comics, but that's pretty much the same thing.
yeah,
I always like cartoons, so the evolution is pretty simple. You start buying those, comic books like Asterix, Tintin, Superman, Batman, X-Men was a big thing for me too back then.
yeah, for sure.
But what really got me into wanting to do comics was when I read the Dark Knight Return because I was a big fan of the heavy metal magazine.
Yeah,
And when Frank Miller decided to go a bit darker with their style, and Dark Knight Returns is a masterpiece.
oh yeah. Let's take a second to say hi to the chat members. Ted Lehman, what's up, Ted?
Hey
Ted, an
Ted.
amazing artist, also on the scene. He's done a lot of fan pieces. Actually has a piece up on the Magic Copper campaign. We could take a look at it later. That's for sale up there. And El Gargoyle, another awesome artist that is really supportive of the scene, posting a bunch of
Hey,
stuff on Instagram all the time. But yeah, Simon, Frank Miller, obviously an awesome creator, and I know specifically you and I first bonded over the character Lobo and Simon Bisley's art.
Simon
So
Bisley's a legend, and
yeah,
the other
definitely.
the other guy why I'm into comics too.
Yeah, definitely. Did you remember the first time you saw a piece of Simon Bisley's art?
Heavy Metal magazine,
Yeah,
dude, those
definitely.
goddamn covers. Then there
Yeah.
was one of the first books I read of him was the Batman Just Dread.
Yeah,
Then I
Judgment on
went into
Gotham.
Slain, and then the rabbit hole.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could fall down Simon Bisley's rabbit hole so far because his work it's so vast, and I think his art style changes over time too, which
Well, he has, depending on the projects, he changed. Like
yeah.
you have the very like realistic style that he can have.
Hmm.
The painting, like that's like you have it like proportionate. You have like you have the realistic one and you have the fantasy one, which is
Yeah.
very exaggerated, like the huge boobs, the built woman,
Right.
and yeah.
Yeah, definitely. No, he is a god. We both have met him before, and he's
Hmm.
just a powerhouse of a man. He just commands the whole room. He was doing shots at the table of Jack with fans and stuff like that. He's such a cool guy. I hope I
Yeah,
gets cross again.
yeah, we ended up in a metal bar near the Montreal Comic Con
Uh,
drinking beers. Yeah, it was fun.
so badass, man. Yeah. So all those influences, you could definitely see them in your artwork, because you're so passionate about these artists. Definitely comes across with muscle structure, but also you were one of the first, if not the first, artist in CG where I'm like, wow, this guy has a style. And every time I see a picture he's done on Twitter, I know that Sim's work. Right when you did the Magic Cop fan piece or any other fan pieces that you do for these campaigns, I know it's you because you have such a distinct style, and I think that is a quality that you've learned over all the years of you doing art, because you went to school for art and animation, and you've been drawing, like you said, forever.
Yeah, I started by being self-taught, so I learned from like observation.
Hmm.
And after that, I wanted to expand, so I went to study 3D animation and digital design.
Yeah.
You learn movie production, you learn all of this stuff, so that pretty much helped in my storytelling.
No,
Storyboarding. But yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
but
that's
thanks.
great.
It is something that you thrive as an artist. You're trying to get a lot of artists get lost into like not mimicking, but
Hmm.
when you learn, you're trying to like implement stuff that you like from artists that you like, and usually you get to the style, getting your style, like that little thing that people recognize. It's quite hard, and honestly, I was humbled and honored when people started noticing it because it's when they tell me like even when I change style, when I do it more cartoony or
Hmm.
it's me, and
Yeah.
I, I'm flattered.
No, yeah, that's definitely something that artists strive to do, especially now in a time of comic books and mainstream comic books looking very similar to each other. And I know that companies kind of push that, and a lot of companies in the 90s, before Image and like during Image's time in the Marvel era, they wanted people to draw like Jim Lee. They wanted to,
Mhm.
because they were so successful, they kind of took the identity away from the artists. And I think that mashes everything together, and it kind of sets the artist aside and kind of puts them in the corner and brings other people to light. But now with CG, everyone's got their own specific style, and I think yours is very distinct. Um, yeah, definitely.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem. I think that's something we need to go towards instead of get away from. You want these distinct artists, and you want these books to have a different feeling because
Hmm.
they're not by the same people. They're about different things. I
Well, it's
think,
one of the things that what I was talking with Joe Balls last time when we were going around trying to get noticed back then.
yeah,
One of the things that we both got told was the fact that after the Image Boys left, right, the fact that they were powerhouses. At that moment, what was leading the thing, people were following the artists, not the IP. Like an IP could drop just because Jim Lee went from drawing the Punisher to drawing Alpha Flight to drawing the
yeah,
X-Men.
sure,
So that title would just freaking drop just because he left.
yeah.
So when they left Marvel and started Image, they went bankrupt.
Hmm.
So the ideas was like we don't want any more of those type of artists. We want like a simplified style like back in the 60s and 80s, 70s, I think,
Sure.
where everybody drew the same,
Yeah.
like Buscuma and all those guys were always like in the same type of style, like Wamita Senior,
Right. Right.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Hubert.
yeah. Yeah. And those were, when they did that in the 90s, it didn't help them at all, but it helped Image because, like you said, these are the superstars, these are the powerhouses, those are the guys that made all the bank. Yeah.
Yeah, and they cleared the house.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
were the rock stars.
Right. And we have El Gargoyle saying the hardiest working poutine in Canada. Hail, hail, brother.
Hell, brother.
Yeah, he says that's the great thing about Comicsgate. You own your own publishing company, yet you can still do freelance stuff. Yeah,
Hmm.
and we see that a lot, especially with Sim working with a lot of other creators and partnering up with them and all kinds of stuff. So that's really cool. You're even coloring some stuff now,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, I'm helping Aaron out on the Cybershock. They're doing colors.
Yeah, that's sweet. So let's take a look at Bloodhunt right here. I'll share the screen.
Another
And
thing I'd like to add is one of the things that I love very much about Cybershock, not Cybershock, Comicsgate, is the fact that when that started, it helped one thing. Remember when you used to go to cons and trying to show off like your creation, your IP? Everybody would just
yeah,
ask, "Can you draw me a Batman?"
yeah,
People didn't really care about new IPs or new ideas. They just wanted to have Batman, Superman, X Men, Wolverine, stuff
right.
like that.
Yeah,
But right now, with what happened with CG, people are now more interested into new IPs than the old ones, and
yeah.
that's something Image didn't succeed.
Right. I think that's perfect. Like the planets aligned like this, where we have, this indie, the CG revolution coming up here, and people are getting tired of the same old stuff
Mm-hmm.
from the mainstream. So what do? You look for new things, and what do we do as creators? We create our new things. So there's a demand for it, and there's a bunch of badass new IPs. So we're going to be successful.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is yours, brother. Bloodhunt.
Yep. This is
Payback
my
is a bitch.
this is my first comic into CG, but not my first comic.
Right.
Because I started doing comics in my first publication was 2009. I did like what we call the fanzine. You self-publish it with your own printer thing.
Right. Yeah.
And then I started getting published in Zidara 9 in 2009. And this is after my 2 year break. And then coming to CG.
Yeah. No. This cover is awesome here.
That's an homage to Trigun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You showed me that before. That's really
Mm-hmm.
cool. hmm So
Little
this is
homage to Raja Stampede.
so this just has one cover. This is the main cover, correct?
This is the main cover, and it's exclusive to the campaign. It's not gonna go on the final book when I reprint it.
Oh, cool.
And you also have a variant cover. That's black and white.
Oh yeah, that's right. And
Yep.
the interiors are black and white, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So give us a little insight about what this book is about.
So this book is about a man that's an assassin, and I an assassin like John Wick, right?
Yeah.
And he's very cocky and arrogant, and he's rich and he's well put. And when you start the story, he's working for a family called the Venditti, but he's also dating his boss's daughter.
Yeah.
When he ends up being sent with death on a mission that's supposed to be like a family favor type of thing.
Yeah.
And he goes there and he's supposed to kill an old man in his sleep, and he's pissed about it because he thinks it's an insult. Because look, man, I kill an entire biker without even using a biker gang without using a gun type of thing, all right?
Yeah.
And now I'm going to kill an old man in his sleep.
Yeah.
So when he gets there, though, he discovers that the old fart is an ancient vampire, predating mankind.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's supposed to be lunch, and he would send them to just die.
Wow.
So he makes it out of there. I'm not going to tell you how that happens, but he survives barely. But if you can call that surviving, dying and becoming a vampire, right?
Sure. Yeah. Definitely. Takes with humanity.
But when he comes out of that, he realizes that there's a world that was hidden in plain sight. So technically, there's like a whole bunch of like vampires and supernatural creatures that lives among us, but normal humans don't see them.
Yeah.
But the supernatural creatures do see themselves, right? So that's what he discovers while he's obsessed by getting payback on his boss.
That's awesome. So basically, this is like a revenge story.
It's a classic payback story, but with a
Cool.
vampire.
Yeah. That's
And
awesome. Yeah.
it's like I like to say, it's like take John Wick and Alucard from Helsing Ultimate, right?
hmm
And they had a violent baby. Here's Vincent.
Yeah. That's badass, brother. Yeah, this is cool. Now, how many pages is this?
64 going on 68 right now because we're getting closer to the 7K, so I'm already started the 4 extra pages.
Yeah.
And at the end of this week, I'm closing the extra pages stretch goals
Mhm.
and the being a comic, and I'm finishing the last 10 pages.
Sweet. That's great, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, I love this. The art is so sick. There's so much violence in this book. Sexy ladies in here. So if you guys are a fan of those two things, I think this is the book for you. And some awesome vampire action that, even some cooler stuff that I've seen that you've shown me, like that. Oh man, I can't say, but it's some badass vampire stuff that I don't think I've ever seen in a vampire book before. The way he uses his powers, all that blood, and this is bloody, and this has got sex appeal and action.
Action
Um,
from page 1 to 64.
yeah, you got some awesome Easter eggs back here,
Yep.
some foreshadowing. Got this Nat here with another one of your characters.
A little
That's
homage to that old magazine I used to work in, Zidara 9. You have the war campaign. You have Brudas
Brutus
the
back here.
Badass. Yeah. Cyberfrog.
Yeah, definitely. I love that's the best thing about working on your own stuff is you could throw little things like that. And that's
Hmm.
like I want to do that also in the future because Bisley used to do that for like bands he
Yeah.
used to like. He'd do like heavy metal like Slayer, he'd put in the background, which is
Hmm.
really cool, and like Lobo books.
I can tell
This
you somewhere you see Metallica, that's for sure, and
oh
Five Finger
sweet.
Death Punch.
That is cool, man. Yeah, this is sweet. Now for Bloodhunt and Vincent, are we going to see this IP in the future, or is this right now the only book you're planning on with the character?
Right now, this book is planned to be. It's not planned to be a one shot. It's planned to be a self-contained story.
Cool.
Like a movie.
Yeah,
But I do
definitely.
have. I have two sequels already planned. Like I have the book 2 already planned out. The plot is all planned out, and the number 3 too. Like I told you, remember?
Oh yeah, awesome.
the big. Yeah.
Here we go. Brian the Observer, hail Sim, the hardest working man in comics.
Hell,
Hail brother.
Brian.
Hail brother. And Passion in the chat. Hail Passion.
Hell, Passion.
Yeah. Doom. I
Go
just
check
saw.
out Doom Fate.
Yeah, check out Doomfay. I just saw he posted a new update. An awesome double page spread, looking beautiful there. Let's check
Yeah, I
that out.
just saw it before we started the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
it
job, buddy.
is sick. So, how many hot babes are going to be in this book?
Oh. Hmm. One, hmm. 5 or 6.
All right, asking the real questions here on my show. That's all that matters here. So let's go through your perks here. Let's see what do we got.
Yeah,
Um,
some left. So for the $50 there, the all in, you get the 2 version of the cover. So the only way to get the variant cover now is through this one.
oh, sweet. So that's you get this cover, which is in color,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have the black and white one, which is right here.
Nope.
No, or
No. It's the what? It's not on the campaign anymore. It's the spread page.
oh, the doubles,
Yeah, it's
double
the
page.
yeah.
It's not on here.
It's hold on, go down. It's supposed to, unless it got. I'm gonna go put it back. Hold on, show you guys. It's not.
I don't know if I.
No, let me share my screen.
All right. There's the colored one.
And this will be.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be able to, back cover, front cover.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna
And you
be
can have one backer here, one backer there, and friends in the back, and everybody's gonna
sweet.
die.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. So you get 2 books
Mm-hmm.
and one variant cover. That's really cool. And then it also comes with the art print.
Which is the black and white drawing you were showing earlier, which
Okay.
is exclusive to the campaign also.
And then a sticker
Yep.
also. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And then
Like
15.
right now the sticker is the logo, but I'm checking for something another idea that I had. I really like that little drawing that passed around.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, really cool. I
At
would love to
6
see that.
a.m. there.
You do offer. Yeah, 6 a.m. is awesome. Shout out to him. He's making some sweet renditions of everyone's
Yeah,
characters. And then
dude,
we
that
got
his art style reminds me so much of Metal Slug.
oh yeah, totally. That is,
Right?
yeah, definitely Metal Slug style. Um, I'm loving it. He said that he wants to do like if people want a poster or something like that. I
Hmm.
think that would be cool. I think all of the creators would be fine with him doing that because I definitely would.
I would.
Those look so cool.
Hmm.
All right, we got a digital copy for everybody, and you actually got a lot of backers on there. That's good.
Yeah, but since I'm in Canada or
Mhm.
Canada, like you like to say,
Yeah, correct.
international shipping, some people save it by going digital. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. And then 25 bucks base price. That's all you get. What do you say? 68 pages
Yep,
basically
68
uh,
pages of story.
for 25 bucks,
Hmm.
black and white, lots of blood. Loving that.
Hmm.
Now what is this? The Bloodhunt fully loaded.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the one that comes with a sketch. You can
Oh yeah,
get a
9 by 12.
9 by 12 original sketch of Vincent. Yeah,
And that's of course
people can
traditional,
request
right?
their own thing if they want, but usually I go with Matt.
Yeah, that's cool.
Vincent, I mean, sorry.
Now you're known for your digital work, like this is done digitally, but I've
Mhm.
recently seen you getting back into traditional stuff. You did an awesome sketch card for Magic Cop, and that was killer. And it's awesome seeing you work that way because I'm not used to it, and it's like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah, yeah. I had the same comment from Passion and a few others when I showed them the ones I did for Dusty Tortillas. I made
Yeah.
like 27 sketch cards for them.
Oh, wow, cool.
So now
Yeah.
I'm doing also the Wolverine commission.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah, so you guys like original art. This is an awesome price for a bunch of stuff. You get the 2 books and the art print, the sticker, and an original sketch. Now,
Hmm.
is that's going to be a blood hunt sketch?
Yes.
Oh, sweet, cool. And then 150 gruesome death memory.
Yeah. That you that in that. Oh, hold on. Let me show the page. Let me go.
You
Just
have
go back to file number one.
1 of 10 claimed.
Yes, that's that page there with all the panels of death. So right here, boom. So all
Yeah.
those little empty cases, panels there, that's
Hmm.
all gonna be people that are gonna be in there.
Oh, cool. So these are get drawn into this page basically.
Yep.
Sweet.
As one of those you know, horrible death. Because that's when he dies. It's not a big spoiler. He dies before becoming a vampire, right?
Right. Yeah.
So when he dies, he goes into that little heaven type of thing,
Hmm.
and he sees all the best memories of his life. So the only thing that's in his memory is people that he killed
Yeah.
and his
Oh,
girlfriend.
wow. Wow, that's cool. I'm digging the girlfriend though. I think she's looking pretty good. And those are some good memories, I think.
Yeah, he loves her a lot.
And then we got a $300 tier one, which is be a vampire and die in the book.
Yes, this is actually where you're gonna be a vampire assassin. You don't just like show up as a dead vampire. You actually like gonna be there's two places to be a vampire and fight Vincent at the end.
Oh, cool. So you're not just like some chump. You're like a badass
Yeah, yeah,
uh, hitman, basically. That's
yeah. You're
cool.
you're coming in to cut Vincent to size, and you will get your due.
That is sweet. And there's 2 spots left for that. And then
Yep.
oh man, you had a be a werewolf.
Yes, and people in there would even get like to have the print like the printout of the entire page where they're morph.
Oh, that's sweet.
Like in the Be a Vampire, you also get 11 by 17 like sketch of you as a vampire with Vincent. Like
That's
like it
fun.
could be like in the editor, like the editor type of chairs, like in the movie, or just like
Uh-huh.
buddy shot, or
Yeah,
he could hold you like this.
that's so cool. And those went pretty quick. I remember they
Mhm.
were grabbed up. That's so cool. And this werewolf here, this drawing is so badass. It's transforming.
That's
That
pretty much how they transform that. The skin rips off of them. That's how I like it.
that's cool, man. Gruesome. Definitely gruesome. Yeah. Man, Blood Hunt is looking great. And
Thanks.
so when do you think you will be fulfilling this?
February, with all the issues that I had with the 3 months of waiting for the money
That's right.
with Indiegogo. Remember, 3 months and a half
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
got the money.
So
But
we could talk about that. Yeah.
I'm still on
So
schedule.
Sim, you were waiting 3 months. I don't know if people know this, but Indiegogo, when you go in
Hmm.
demand, you're scheduled to get your funds from the book so you can start, producing it, working on it.
Hmm.
But it took you, I don't know, a bank issue, probably some sort of
They asked me for
Canadian
they asked me
thing.
for a passport. I had to go order a
Wow.
passport. Then after that, it took 3 months to get my money. My money, I had to open an American account.
Right. And I remember you were, doing a bunch of work because you are a comic artist by
Hmm.
by your profession. That's what you do for your money. So you had to do a lot of work to stay afloat,
Yeah.
and they
So I
finally got
started.
through,
Yep.
which is awesome.
So now,
Um,
I got back to work, and like since I extended the campaign 1 month during
yeah.
the second go, so I was supposed to be delivering in December, but when I the campaign got fulfilled, I said I'm not going to be shipping during the holidays, so it's going to be in February.
Wow.
So even if I got delayed, I should still be fulfilling in February, max March, no
Cool.
further than that.
Awesome. Yeah, and that is understandable. But you are a super hard worker. I know that you do have a lot of this done, but you're still slaving away on it. This is your baby here, and you want
Hmm.
everybody to get it. That is supporting it.
Yeah, and I
We
want everybody to like have a fulfilling like story, like read on it. That's
Oh
also
yeah,
why I got Adam AF to join me, and Steve died because
yeah,
control.
definitely
Quality
more
control.
eyes on that, brother.
Hmm.
We got a little chat here. Good memories. Yeah, those were some good memories. Pretty clever.
Yes.
Hail, hail, 4 o'clock vintage. Yeah, Simon, this is looking great. I'm glad I was able to finally get you on here. You're back in the swing of things with Bloodhunt,
Hmm.
and I saw that you and I both were on the top 100s list for
Yes.
crowdfunded comics
Hmm.
for campaigns, which is awesome. We're like right next to each other, which is which is pretty badass. We're like 97, 98,
Yeah,
right?
you were 96. I was 97 because they're going for like the amount of
Oh
backers
yeah,
that we have. Yeah,
that's right,
dude, we
backers.
made the top 100.
Yeah, that's cool. So that's something to be proud about.
Of
Now
course.
for our next books, we got to inch our way up higher than that.
Of course,
Yeah,
we're gonna kick Ethan and Malin's ass in five
definitely.
years.
Yeah, 5 years. We'll get there. Awesome. Yeah. So I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna talk about Magic Hop for a second, and
Oh,
then
of course, go
we'll
ahead. I
we'll
love
get
that
out of
book.
here, brother. Cool, cool. Let's see. Do I have Magic Hop pulled up yet? I do not. All right. Magic Hop. If you guys don't know what it is, uh, I don't know why you're here, but thanks for joining us. It's my comic. My brother and I are creating it. I'm the writer. My brother's the artist, and this
Welcome
is
to the
a
world of Ambrosia.
yeah, the world of Ambrosia City. Now, this is basically a mashup between Miami Vice and Halloween Town. We have our spooky monsters and magic mixed with our 80s crime flair, as you see this beautiful cover by Pablo Romero. And yeah, so the book is about a detective who's a magic cop. He has his wand passed down from generation to generation, and this is his first case on the job at Ambrosia PD. He has to work with his Wolfman partner as they investigate the murder of a mermaid prostitute. And along the way, they find out there's much bigger skeletons in the city's closet. Fast car, hot beach babes, and even hotter crime. The only detective with the spells to stop it is Magic Cop. And we are scheduled to fulfill in March. Right now, I'm all caught up on letters, and we should get some more colors this week.
You
Super
know,
excited about bringing this to you guys.
the mermaid prostitute raises so many fucking questions.
I know Ro was
She
saying
gets
the
paid to
same
lay an
thing.
egg.
well, well, you'll get into it in the story. These they're actually taken into the city, and this doctor here is accused of doing illegal surgery on these mermaids to give them
Mhm.
legs, so they can go out and be ladies of the night.
Oh, like splash a bit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, but right now we're doing a lot of work. Brandon's doing this awesome double page spread of the whole city, or a part of the city, which is really cool. And really excited about bringing this all to you guys. We have awesome stretch goals, so everybody will be getting this blockhead
Dude, that
character.
blockhead's cool.
Yeah. So even digital people will get it because we'll send them the printout of it so they could just print it out themselves. We got bookmarks and a bunch of other fun things coming. And here's that Door Kickers Magic Cop crossover print. If you guys back both of them, you'll get this print for free. But we do have the original on for sale on there right now, so you guys could get this bad boy. Ted, if you're still in the chat, hail Ted. He he sent me this double
It's
page.
very blurry.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, we see it better now.
yeah, yeah. So there's that Magic Cop side, and Busty Babe.
Is there gonna actually be a crossover? Or it's just a crossover cover.
Right now, it's just the cover, the print. But in the future, we talked about it. Scott and I were like, oh, it'd be cool to do like a small short story with them doing the crossover. But we
Mhm.
have so many projects coming up right now. You know,
You
I
could
know.
do a little like short action, just like a little skit that you could make available on each campaigns for one
Yeah,
of the upcoming ones, like Magic Cup 2 and Door
yeah,
Kicker 2.
yeah. That would be that would be awesome. Um, there's so much stuff we could do, and especially now that we all know each other, there's so many
Hmm.
projects everyone wants to do, and I feel like I know a million artists now that I want to work with. So
It's one of the best things. It's the fact that we can all mingle right now. It's like
yeah,
you go to Hangouts, there's Discords, there's this, and,
no, for
and
sure,
and
man.
we all share. It's like like you've seen the Discord I made. Like the only reason I made it like purposely was to have that CG corner in there where all the
Yeah,
info, because every time we do those shows and we had like I have so many people sending me messages going, I don't know, who do I contact,
right.
which promoter should I contact, where do I print, do you have any advice on printing, do you have any advice on this, and I'm like, let's just put all the info in one place and everybody can just have access to it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what's great about this. Yeah, Ted, thanks, brother. That was amazing. And Ted is doing a bunch of work for he did Flying Fortress fan art and
he
cover
did
for
some
Door
fan art for
Kickers.
he did some fan art for Cybershock too.
Oh yeah, he did a bunch of fan art for Cybershock. Those were really cool.
Aaron
Um,
loves them.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so everybody check out Bloodhunt.
Yes, the
Simon,
most
where?
badass vampire in comics.
Yeah, man, for sure. Where can everybody find
No
you on
sparkles.
social media?
You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube. I also open a D Live for some kind of reason.
Oh,
Hell.
okay. All right. If you guys have D Live, go check that out also.
And you can also find on my Twitter, you'll find the link to my Discord called the CG Hangout. Some CG Hangout. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Also, for us guys, if you guys are joining us for the first time, definitely subscribe to the channel. We do these little interviews every week, and we do Magic Hop updates every Monday, along with reviews and other fun stuff. So check that out. Give this video a like if you haven't already, and ring that bell for notifications so you know when we are going live. Check out Magic Hop also. We are close to some stretch goals and going to be announcing some more soon.
And
And
keep an eye out for CG Jumpstart because we're both in it and it's gonna be
That's
great.
right. Yeah. So go follow Gat Hanzo and all those guys over on the War Campaign, so you can know when CG Jumpstart is going live. They should do a newsletter soon for that. I think that would
Yep.
be I think that would be
A
smart.
pre-launch. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're both creators in that book, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it,
Mm.
and I can't wait to read that whole thing. That's gonna
There's
be fun.
Joe Pauls, Peter Gilmore. There's who else? Huerta doing
Yeah,
the cover.
that is
There's
right.
who else? Willis there. What's his name?
Yeah,
The guy
Rob Willis.
Willis. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be great.
definitely. Yeah, so tune in next week, guys. We'll be interviewing someone else, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.